Good afternoon, everyone. Rachel here with the Devil's Lake Chamber of Commerce. This afternoon, we are at Lake Region RadioWorks with General Manager Curt Teigen. How are ya?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for coming here.
Yes, thanks for allowing us to come here and learn a little bit more about Lake Region RadioWorks and the company. To get us started, Curt, can you tell me a little bit about the history of the radio station? I know we just had a big celebration here not too long ago, 95 years.
Yeah, it depends. You want to go back to 1925? One of our stations goes back to 1925. As a matter of fact, we just had the 95th birthday celebration for KDLR. And my company goes back to 1989. We came here in Devil's Lake and we bought KZZY.
Okay.
And then in the mid-90s, we started KQZZ. We built that from scratch. And then in 2003, we bought KDLR and KDVL, and we put them all under one roof.
Okay, so that kind of leads me to my next question. How many total stations are under RadioWorks?
There are 4 stations under the RadioWorks umbrella.
Okay, and how far do each of those stations go range-wise around the area?
Generally, it all depends. With AM, it depends daytime and nighttime, but with FM, generally about 60 miles, and in some areas it'll go even further.
Okay.
It'll go up to about 90 miles.
Okay.
Depending on the terrain. But generally it goes to the Grand Forks area, to Rugby, down to Jamestown, up to the Canadian border.
Great, nice big distance.
Yeah.
Hence the Lake Region.
Yes.
Okay, can you tell me a little bit about Tradio?
Oh yeah, Tradio. Tradio is probably the most popular program that we've had.
I've heard lots about Tradio.
Yeah,
how does one get their goods on Tradio?
Well, you can call it in, you can text it in, you can put it on our Facebook page.
Okay.
You can do whatever you want to send it in. And I've been doing Tradio since I got here, since 1989, and it's just been, it's one of those programs where it's just a simple little community service that we do that has just been fun. It's fun to do.
Yeah, I listen to it once in a while, and it's fun to hear what's all the different things that are on there and the different people and personalities. It's fun.
Yeah, it is, and it's I've been doing that since I got here in '89, and I think it's been going since 1983, since KZZY first went on the air. So it's
no end in sight.
And not yet. Yeah.
And can you tell me something about RadioWorks that you feel is unique or that not many people know about?
Probably the best thing I could say about RadioWorks is their staff. We've had staff here. Some of these people have been at this station longer than I have been, for 30 years and then some. We added it up at one point. We've got over 400 years of combined experience here in RadioWorks of advertising and marketing, on-air experience. So our staff is probably our best asset that we have here.
Wonderful. Lots of friendly faces and voices here that I know a lot of people in the community can relate with.
You bet.
And next question I have for you, business advertising. If a business owner wanted to get their ad on the radio, any station, how do they go about that? Do they have the opportunity to record their ad here, or is it something they do elsewhere and send it into you guys? A little bit more about that.
We can do it all. We've got production facilities here, and we've actually won national awards for our commercial production.
Oh, wow.
Here at RadioWorks. We've won several national awards and state awards. We can produce your commercial. We can help you record it if you want to do it yourself, or you can have one of our staff do it.
Wonderful.
And we've actually distributed commercials all over the state too.
Okay. So if anybody wanted to do that, just get in contact with you, or is that our main contact person?
You can get a hold of Roger Mertens, our sales manager, or any one of our, I call them our sales goddesses. We've got several salespeople here that have been helping small businesses for a very long time, and they know what they're doing.
Great, great. Curt, with social media becoming more and more popular each and every year, can you tell me how you feel about radio audiences, and do you feel that they're diminishing or increasing with social media?
That's an interesting question, and a lot of surveys have shown that the radio audience, the weekly radio audience, has stayed the same for the last 30 years through the whole social media movement, the internet movement, and it's stayed the same. The time spent listening is down because of all the media that's shared.
Absolutely.
You know, but the radio audience has actually stayed the same in the last 30 years.
Okay, and I think, thinking about it, we can stream radio stations through Facebook and social media. Can we do that with the stations of RadioWorks?
Yes, as a matter of fact, one of our stations, KZZY, has been streaming since 1998. We were one of the first radio stations in the country to stream our audio, so we were kind of a pioneer in that area.
Yeah.
And now your tabletop radio is now being replaced with the smart speaker.
Absolutely.
And with streaming on the internet, we've taken steps to make it compatible with smart speakers. And so all you have to say is, Alexa, play ADLR.
Okay.
And it'll come on for you automatically.
Very cool. So something simple that you can set up on your Alexa or your Google Home, your smart speakers, or even stream through Facebook on your phone or computer, I guess.
Right. So radio, social media, and the internet are actually working very well together.
Okay. That's very, very cool, and something that I think is important to share because, that social media is kind of taken over.
It is.
Well, RadioWorks is a huge voice here in our community, and you are a great voice for our Chamber of Commerce and for our tourism sector of the city. Can you tell me what you value about being that voice of the community, what you value about being a chamber member and being that voice for the tourism too?
I look at our relationship with the community as a partnership with RadioWorks. What's good for our community is good for us.
Absolutely.
And that has worked for us for 30 years, and I think it will continue to.
Great. Well, we certainly value our relationship with you and value having RadioWorks in the community and in our Lake region. So thank you very much, Curt, for all you do for this community and for the Chamber and Tourism. We greatly appreciate it.
Well, thanks for coming.
Yes, thank you so much for having us, Curt.
All right.